Hello everybody, and yes, I can finally show you all gameplay from a game I've been very excited to play, Anno 117 Pax Romana, and thank you Ubisoft for sponsoring this video. Anno 117 looks absolutely beautiful and really scratches my city building itch, my decorating and resource management itches as well, just enough to make it super fun. We're going to start off on our own island, and we have to grow, build and balance the economy to cater to all the needs of our citizens, with even more production chains and lovely decorating and detailing options as well. I've been having great fun with those. If you would like more details, there'll be a link below, pinned and in the description, so you can check it out for yourself. So without further ado, let's dive into Anno 117 Pax Romana. And here we go. So let's have a look. We want to get our production buildings going first, and of course wood and timber is the main thing. So let's maybe get some paths worked out here. I want to go for, let's go for a slightly wider path to start us off, give us some room for decoration, all that sort of good stuff, and then we can head off into the woods. And now we can see where we're going. So I'm just thinking maybe if we head out in this direction and then head down here, we've got access to some wood, which will be good. So let's give that a go. That looks like a good location there. And I'm thinking maybe we could have another one over here. And then we're going to need a couple of sawmills. So I'm going to put those over here. I think that should be excellent. I'm actually just going to move these a little bit further around the corner here, so they're in range of our warehouse. There we go. And there they go. Excellent. Taking all the goods to our warehouse. Let's just take a look at the buildings here, which are looking very nice indeed. Okay, let's place some residents down, start getting people moving in. So we're going to have maybe blocks of 4 with some roads around just to start off with. No, we don't want that one there. Oh, then we need to get their food going as well. That's where I want that one and that one there. Okay, so let's have a look at what these people are expecting. And they are expecting food, sardines and porridge. And that gives us these bonuses here of income and population. That gives us a couple of population. So that's fine. Let's set these out as well. There we go, right next to the warehouse for distribution, which is great. And then the porridge. So here we need to grow oats and then we turn it into porridge. And they need 80 farms, so let's add those in. There we go, excellent, that'll do nicely. And we've got some workers there as well. Brilliant. And they're right by the warehouse, so that should keep things going. Then we can add a porridge stand over here. So I'm thinking of having maybe sort of a little square over here with some food options. Let's bring that out. Let's get some more people in as well. We really want to get as many in as possible to get our tax up. We're going to use the copy tool, the picker tool, and we're going to pick a picker, and we're going to get a load of these moving in here. So at the moment we can't afford to build those ones, so they're in planning mode. So we'll keep that in mind. Let's get roads all the way around here. And as we get the materials that we need to build those, we can then get that done. We have spent a lot of money on roads, but that's fine. I don't mind. Let's pop our porridge stand right here. I think that'll be good for now. And then once we get the materials we need to build that, we can construct it. So we just need some more wood to be brought in. Now you seem to be taking all your goods to this one rather than this one. Ah, you're a little bit too far from a warehouse. Okay, maybe we could just move that around a bit over here. There we go. Hopefully that'll work better, and they'll keep these 2 sawmills humming along nicely so we can get the goods that we need. There we go, and we can build this now. So let's click that. Excellent. So that's going to keep that production chain going, keep these people happy, and then as we look along here we should be able to build some of these. Yeah, let's get all of those built. Excellent. So we are increasing our population. Lovely. And here come the missing goods for our porridge stand. Bringing the wheat in, you can start working on our porridge, and that can be shipped out to everybody over here. And we'll keep an eye on how we can balance that all out as we go along. So now we can add a market, which will give us population and income. It's got a maintenance cost attached to it, so we need to be careful of adding too many of these in at the moment. So I'm thinking we might just expand our citizens a little bit more. So along the way, we're going to get some quests and these sort of things. We're going to buy this guy's supply of 20 wood. There we go. It's going to cost us a little bit of money, but it's going to enable us to keep building. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, let's build some more needs in here. We're going to add a market, and I think that's going to be right in the middle here. So there we go. Excellent. We can run a road around that. Very good. That's going to help as well with goods distribution. Oh, there we go. Everybody is happy with that. Provides a public service need to everybody. We've also got a tavern. I mean, where else are you going to go to get a cup of tea? Can I just add that on the back there? That is not going to reach everybody if it's over here, but it's going to reach the majority in the middle. Or we could go that side. That actually reaches more. Let's do that. Let's go this side. There we go. And then we start getting into clothing, which is another production line that we need to look at. Oh, we've increased to a minor city, which is fantastic. Okay. Well, let's have a look at these then. So what production chain do we have here? We need to grow hemp to turn into tunics. I'm thinking this could be a nice sort of farming area down here. And then we could set up our spinner. I mean, people are quite happy to have that nearby, which is good. So we could pop that in the middle there. We could have our hemp farm down here. Would that reach? I mean, it's going to reach the warehouses, so they'll be happy with that. So let's go with that. And I'm just keeping my eye on the processing time. For this one is 1 minute, and for this one is 1 minute. So that's 1 to 1. Otherwise, I was going to pop another one in there and put another hemp farm next to it, but I think we'll be okay at the moment. Now, you're waiting for missing goods. Yep, we'll give you some time to get those going, and that will start that production chain. And then we have a sheep farm to make the Pileus Felter. Yeah, excellent. So we could pop that in here as well. Yeah, that would be good. We'll just pop that there, and then maybe we'll get our sheep farm in this little spot. Oh, I just noticed we're going to need 2 sheep farm for every one of these. And these haven't got... Oh, yeah, they need 3 of these added around the outside. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. And then we're going to do the same here. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Excellent. So they will all match up nicely and bring the goods in. Very good, very good. And then hopefully that's going to keep all of our liberty happy. Let's just take a look at the graphics. Looking absolutely amazing. We're playing in 4K and I'm getting fantastic performance here. And I'm just loving the way that this is looking. Really, I love the fact that you can move things about as well. So if you need to, you can rebuild stuff. Looking very nice, very nice. All right, let's check in and see how our services are doing. There we go. It's just the sheep that we're waiting for, and they are being brought in. Fantastic. So you can start making the clothing for us. Brilliant. All these little pointy hat things. Love them. So we've got over here City Watch. So this is a whole nother option that we can put in. Vigilis, which fight fires. At the moment, are we particularly worried about fire? Oh, we've nearly balanced the books. We've nearly balanced the books. I tell you what, before we place that, what I want to do is pop in some more houses. We can get the lovely tax from everybody. Let's do that. Now we've got a little bit of extra space over here. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is let's mine out that piece of road there. And if we come over here to our ornaments tab, we get all sorts of options for decoration. So we get different ground patterns that we can put down, different foliage. And I'm going to grab some of these trees. I'm just going to put a nice run of these trees right along here next to our market. And I'm loving the options for decorating. So we're definitely going to be doing a lot more of that as time goes on. And now we're making loads of money. Look at that. So let's put in our fire watch. And ideally we want that somewhere that's going to cover as much of the town as possible. I think up here will be good. There we go. And when we've got what we need to get that built, we can do that. What are we actually waiting for? We need some tiles. Ah, okay. So there we go. Another production chain that we need to take a look at, which hasn't been unlocked yet. We need some plebeians. Okay, well, let's have a look at upgrading. And there's lots of upgrades available. So let's take, or promotions, I should say.
Found our sacred center.
Thank you for introducing yourself. And we're going to do these ones in the central section here. And as you can see, we're getting a slightly, I would say, larger, posher style of building. And of course, they have their own demands, which we'll take a look at in a moment. But that will now, hopefully, there we go, unlock all sorts of different options for us to keep these lovely people happy. Well, let's put in our Vigilis. Oh, it's over here already. Let's build. Oh, we can't because we need the tiles. Yes, of course. Right, well, let's see what that's going to take. So we've got clay and charcoal. Two different... Oh, yeah, okay. Well, let's see where we can put our clay in first of all. And we're looking for some clay pits. And they are set up along the river here. We have 10 of these available. So maybe let's just take the nearest one, which I think would be a good idea. River slot. Yeah, let's do that. Nobody's particularly unhappy about that, so I'm pleased. And let's just connect that road up to there. Excellent. Then we're going to need charcoal. And let's have a look what the processing time is there. 30 seconds, 30 seconds. That's a minute. So we're going to need double of these. So let's pop in another one down there too. That's not too far away. And as long as we don't mess anything up, we can connect that to there. Yeah, what I meant by messing things up is I don't want to mess with these abandoned tavern over here.
Some of your workforce.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, let's do that then. Let's get you clearing that up. I thought I was going to be able to rebuild it, but not just yet. So these don't reach the warehouse, as we can see. So we can add in another warehouse. So if we go down to our warehouse menu, we get a small little warehouse. I'm hoping something like that is going to reach both of these. So, yeah, that's going to go in there. Very good. Yeah. And, yeah, excellent. And then we've got our tiler, which has got a -2 fire safety. And people don't want to live by the tiler. So, could we pop that a little bit further away, but still have access to the warehouse? I'm not too worried about the warehouse being unhappy. I'm thinking maybe if we could just bring this road out this way and do something like that, and as far away as it needs to be to not upset everybody, which is like there. And hopefully it still reaches the warehouse. I think it does, so that's good. So they're going to get the items they need. Brilliant. So we've got 2 clay pits. Excellent. And then we need 2 charcoal burners. Yeah, that's not too bad there. 82 out of 80. We'll go with that. And can we get another one in here? 65. Oh, there we go. Excellent. We'll do that. Very good. So we'll get those in as well. Insufficient workforce. Okay, well, we can work on that, so that's no problem. Oh, city-state has increased as well. We're now major colonia. We need to upgrade some more of our buildings down here to get our plebeian workers. Let's just do some of those. There we go. Excellent. And that should now give us enough workers here. And we're still keeping some of our basic workers available. And we've unlocked all sorts of new options as well. Fantastic. Well, we'll get to those when we get to them. So now we're just waiting for some tiles. We have 1 out of 5 that we need. They will get there very slowly, I'm sure. Ready for finalization. Oh, ready to remove. There we go. And let's try this one. And we've got some wood that we can collect. Brilliant. Thank you very much. So this one over here. What is your problem? No warehouse in range. So I was thinking of moving this. To be honest with you, I just popped another warehouse in. We're fine. They're fine. Everybody's happy. We're not going to worry too much about that. Okay. So what other options do we have in here? Oh, military buildings. So let's just get rid of that there. So barracks, wooden palisades, wooden gate, wooden archer tower, and weapons. And also we've got the Vigilis that we built and the Custodia, so basically the police. That is going to cost us a hefty sum, which we don't have at the moment, so we're going to wait on that. And we also have, here we go, Governor Villa that we can place. So how much is that going to cost us? So it's got a maintenance of -50. It does increase our prestige. And then we've got the Officium, specialist buildings. We can have specialists in our city. Well, we're not going to do that just yet. We want to make our plebeians happy so they can upgrade. Well, as soon as this item here is ready, which it is because we picked up those other tiles, we'll pop that in. So we're now keeping everybody safe from fire within a reasonable distance anyway. Now, one of the things we've been taught about our island is Ambrosia, which is at the back here, which, yeah, used to be a huge, bustling, thriving place, but now is a complete ruin. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays into the storyline as we move forward. Now, it's interesting here. We've got a full output storage from our sheep. I don't think we actually need this one. So we're going to sleep that one. I think we've got one too many. I've done some miscalculations somewhere. And also we've got a full output on all of our wood as well. Oh no, we've been decreased to a minor city. Oh dear. Well, that's bad news. But yeah, if we have a look in our warehouse, we can see we're full up on wood, full up on wool. So lots of items that we could use there. Right, let's keep on building. Aha! City status increased again. Excellent. So let's just have a look at all the needs of our people down here. So household category is not being fulfilled. Fashion, public service is okay, and food. So maybe let's have a look at household and fashion. Well, let's maybe start with some of the options we've got here. So we're going to need some bread, which means wheat fields. They take a minute. Then grain mill. So we're going to have 2 wheat fields to a grain mill. And then a bakery. So yeah, so we need 2 grain mills, which means we need 4 wheat fields for our bakery to work efficiently. And then we've got our charcoal burner as well. Pretty sure I've done the maths correctly there. So let's work backwards. Let's pop our bakery in first of all. And I'm just wondering whether we could pop that in. I mean, we're going to get a -2 on the old fire. But, yeah, I think that should be okay. I'm trying to think we're not too far from the charcoal as well. Maybe let's pop it in the corner here. Let's go for that. Yep, there we go. A little bit of unhappiness there, but we won't worry too much about that. And then we need our 2 grain mill. Oh, and these need to go on... Ah, right, okay. Down here. Well, let's do that then. We're going to have another road connection going up here. We're going to change this around a bit, I am sure. And then we're going to have our farms... Let's see where we can fit these farms in that make the most sense. Okay, there we go. That's our little farming community set up there. Again, we've got the water flowing through our mills, looking very lovely. All of our farms. Brilliant. It's going to take a few minutes for all of these to get the goods that we need to get this little production chain going. Okay, well, thank you very much for that. I'm sure we'll be able to do something about the aesthetics. I've been working on it. I've got a little thingy in there. We've got some trees. We've got some stuff. You know, how about we do something down the middle here? To make this little area look nicer. I think that would be quite good. Oh, there we go. I think that definitely adds a little something to this area here. Very nice, very nice. Oh, we seem to have been upgraded. We've got some more options available to us. Let's have a look. Excellent. So we've got the garum that we saw before, which is a certain type of food, I believe, made by mackerel, yeah, and salt. Okay, so it's salted mackerel. We've got a sanctuary in our public service. We've got grammaticus, which we saw. We've got the option to make boots from pigs, and we've got soap that we need to make as well. Okay. And under our construction menu, harbour buildings, we can produce rope and we can produce sails as well, which can build up our fleet. So that might be something worth looking into. And we needed rope, didn't we, for getting rid of these ruins over here? Well, we've already got a hemp farm, so we could just pop in a rope maker. It's going to take a while perhaps to build the rope that we need. Can we squeeze that in over here somewhere? We could just do that. Yep, and then run a road up there if it needs it. Although it seems to attach here, that's fine. Excellent. And then we'll see how that goes. That's going to get the hemp in to make the rope. Brilliant. And then for our sails, we have a spare sheep farm, which is not being used at the moment. So then we can add our sail maker in next to this over here. We've got a warehouse nearby, and that will take care of that. Brilliant. So that can just tick away in the background for us. And I just moved our bakery up a little bit so we get the bonuses, the little green arrow on the top, as well as the, we get the fire, which is a bit of a problem because our fire watch is over here, which is covering most of these, but doesn't quite reach all the way down. So I am wondering whether we could just maneuver things round in the middle here and get this balanced out a bit better. There we go. So that's the fire problem that we're giving, and it's now all covered by our Vigilis, which is fantastic. And I don't think any of these were causing any issues. That was, but that's all covered. Yeah, so much happier with that. Brilliant. You're missing goods, you're full output storage. Okay, that's fine. You will work your way through that issue. Very nice, very nice. Let's just have a look at, so we've got these ruins down here. Can we remove those? We can remove those. Excellent. Let's do that. And these ones here. Oh, there we go. Brilliant. So that solves our problem for this quest that we're given here of removing 2 of those. Good, good. And a few minutes later, we can remove that.
Something from under that ruin.
Oh, we've got some survivors, and we can remove that. There we go. Excellent. And we need to free some storage to pick up those. Well, I'm not going to worry about that too much at the moment. Let's continue with the upgrades. Let's go for the rest of these down here. I'm thinking we'll grab these ones along the front as well. Why not? There we go. And you, and you, and let's get these ones here. There we go. Excellent. Oh, now we're opening all sorts of new options. Right. Well, we haven't worked through the other ones that we've had first, so maybe let's take a look at some of those. How about we just pause for a moment and let's check out our research, so our knowledge that we can spend. We're getting 68 a minute from our island, which is great, and we can spend some of that to help us. And I'm thinking we've got one here, I'm sure, that can, there we go, increase the capacity of our trading posts. So I'm going to do that one there. It's going to take about an hour and 9 minutes in the game, so it shouldn't take too long. We've got income area effect. I'd like to try and find, ooh, meadows. Nice, something that can help with happiness as well, because that's a little bit low. Oh, that's quite a good one. That increases the effectiveness range of our market. So I'm thinking I might add that one in. So that'll be a good bonus. Yeah, I think that will do for now. And you can see there's so much research that we can do in our cities. This is absolutely looking great. So we're going to let that trickle through and we'll head back to our island. And hopefully once we've done that, yeah, we're going to be able to store some more goodies in our warehouses. Right, so what was next on the list? Well, why don't we find some space for our sanctuary and our grammaticus, because that gives us +3 knowledge. That gives us some extra happiness boost as well, because if we look up here at our city, happiness is -1.2, fire safety -1.6, belief +1.6, knowledge 0.6. So if we could try and maneuver some things around and pop these, I'm assuming they're going to need to go in the middle somewhere. They've got an area of effect. Okay, let's just do a little bit of work on here.
Research to progress. Research any specific discovery and keep the benefit.
There we go. That is a nice looking building as well. And we've already seen that we can jump into our research and we've got a lot more knowledge available to us now. 236 a minute. So hopefully this won't take too long. Right, so I think this ruin here that we tried to remove earlier, but we couldn't because we haven't got enough space. It's not going to count until we've actually picked that item up. So I'm thinking I might just pop in another warehouse. I'm just going to spread them about. We'll have another one over here without taking up any space. The area effect of those. And then if we can very quickly hop across to here and pick that up. No. Okay. Is that finished building? It's finished building. Maybe that is just too far away. Ah, of course. It's a combined. Yes, so that isn't going to help, is it? Okay, so we need to wait until our research is done, giving us the space for that. Okay, fair enough. Right, let's work on our sandals. So we're going to need some pig farms. Processing 30, processing 30. Okay, these are a minute. So we're going to need two of these for each of these. Okay, and that is 2 minutes. So we need double to get a tannery working at full. Maybe we'll just go for the singular at the moment. I know these are going to be, yeah, health is going to be down if I put that near any of that. So I'm thinking over here. What about the tannery? People are... Oh, sorry, sandal maker. Yeah, the tannery, they're not going to want to live near that. No. So the sandal maker, we could pop in the middle here and people will get a little bit of a bonus with that. So maybe over here. Yeah, right by... There we go. Right by the warehouse that's there. Excellent. And then we'll work backwards with these. Ooh, salt ponds. So where do they need to go? Oh, they need to go up against the coast. Oh, really? Yep, and they can go all the way around there as well. And they can go all the way over here as well. Okay, that is a long distance. Could they go on there? Nope, it makes sense. They do need to go right down the front here. Okay. That's a bit of a shame because I've started to put the other stuff up here. But I think we'll go with that. So, I mean, we're going to need 4 of these eventually. Could we open up another little area over here? I'm just thinking maybe we'll do that instead. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, automatic bridges. Love it. We're going to have a double bridge going on over here. Excellent. It really annoys me when these things don't line up. Oh dear, exactly how you'd want them to. I bet if we can move these around a bit. Let's just see what happens. Yeah, I mean, we can sort of see maybe that one could go here, that one could go... Oh, we could... I'm going to do it. I'm going to maneuver these around. I love the fact that you can actually maneuver these things around. So if I go like that and like that, and then if we come into... Oh no, and hang on, and like that, and then if we take that, we can add our extra one in there. And then if we go into this one, we can add an extra one in there. There we go. They do all line up perfectly. I like it. I like it. The fact that that one's sticking up, that's just the way it's going to be. But yeah, we're going to go with it. Okay, so we've got the salt, we've got the pigs. Let's pop in the tanneries. Yep, they're nice and nearby. So I want 2 of those next to each other. Excellent. And then after that, we can have our sandal maker, which we've got. I'm going to just move that, I think. It's like all the way up there. Let's just see if we can pick that up and fit that in somewhere else. I mean, I'm just thinking right in the middle there could be good. Let's maybe line it up there. We've got our roads that can go around it as well. Yep, that's going to give us some benefits in that area. Now, that is going to be a long way for the stuff in the warehouse here to come all the way up into there. Is there a gap between the farms here? No, we've got a gap here. Let's just get a nice big thick double road in there because they can come down there, down there. Yep, I think that will be good. So they're going to be waiting a while for all the items they need. But there we go. They are making them. Excellent. Too many transporters, loading delayed. Ah. Well, this is where our upgrades are hopefully going to help us. Okay, so moving over to this option here, we can get a bit more information about what's happening. So we've only got 2 loading ramps. They're loading in from all of these here. So as you can see, this one's being used. In a minute, that one's going to be used as well. And then if a third one comes along, which I think might be this one here, we're going to start getting that warning. No, that counts as number 2. Anyway. That is where you see the warning coming from. We can upgrade once we've discovered warehouse refinement, which isn't on our list at the moment. So we could build another warehouse back to back with this one, which I think will probably help us with that. So we're going to pick a pick of this. Let's rotate that around. No, okay, well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll stick a road in. How far out does that need to be? 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we go like that and do that, then hopefully that will help and they'll start going here instead of going there until we've got that upgrade. And then the upgrade that we need, what was that called? Warehouse refinement. So we go into here, I believe. Oh yeah, this is the one. Yeah, I thought it was. Warehouse organization. So that upgrade your warehouse for next tier, adds more loading ramps to avoid congestion. So we'll see whether we need to do that or not. This one here is going to increase our island storage capacity. And just to correct myself earlier, if one of these warehouses has an item that we need, it can be delivered anywhere else on the island. So that's good. So what's going on here? No warehouse in range. What? There was a warehouse in range. Have I accidentally destroyed the warehouse that was in range? Well, let's put a warehouse back in here. I think I might have moved the wrong thing. I did, didn't I? That was a warehouse. What? Where was my shoemaking item? I thought we'd already put that in. Whoops. Let's have a look on here. Here we go. Sandal maker. It is in there. It's that teeny tiny little building there. Okay, let's just do a little bit of rearranging here. There we go. We'll pop that in there and eventually they'll get the goods coming over. I'm just seeing where our warehouses are. We have got a warehouse right here. So items that are put in there, then the way I understand it will then come out of here. Let's just have a look when we've got them. We haven't got them yet. We'll get there soon. Okay, so that's going to help us with our sandals. So let's have a look at the soap as well to increase the health and whatnot. Again, I'm going to work backwards. So we've got the soap maker takes a minute. These take a minute, the renderers. So that's a 1-to-1. These are 30 seconds, so we're going to need 2 of those for every one of those and 2 of those for every one of those. The lavender is actually double, so we could double all of this up and 1 lavender field would do it all, but I think we'll just go with 1 soap maker at the moment. So we've got a bonus and a negative here, so the happiness is plus. The happiness is minus, the health is plus. So I'm thinking we're just maybe going to go a little bit further out over here for this one. So we'll just add that to our district of making items and then we're going to build all the rest of these in as well. Oh, excellent. We've got the trading post improvement. So let's just...
congratulate you, Ere. Your
Thank you very much. I know what you're going to say. So
trading posts can now be upgraded and so benefit from increased storage and extra loading ramps.
brilliant. So that's our trading post down here rather than the warehouse. So let's have a look at that. There we go. So we can upgrade our trading post. Extra loading ramps, extra storage, which is overall, and the catapult. So we'll do that. I'm pretty sure that doesn't do... Oh, gone too far. That doesn't do the warehouses as well. No, so we've still got the two on there. So if we go have a look at our research... We are doing area effect of markets. Can I change the order of these? So I would like this one. Can I drag that up? I think we can. Yeah, I want that one first. So we'll leave that one going. Excellent. And continue with our production chain down here. Right, we've got everything in that we need. We'll have a look at that in a moment. We need... Oh, there we go. We've got the items to build it. Excellent. So that is... Oh, that is a lovely looking lavender field, I must say. No warehouse in range. We've got 2 warehouses over there. And I think it's just our road connection. I was hoping we could just sort of connect on the corner. Let's just see whether that's okay. Yeah, there we go. That connects up. Everybody's happy. I am a little bit worried about the fire over here. So I'm just wondering whether we could add a Vigilus in this area as well. Let's maybe pop that over here. And we need some more tiles for that. So once they're available, we'll have those. But that should keep those 2 production chains going very, very well. How are we looking on the old happiness? Minus 1.6 happiness. We don't have a custodia. Or do we? Oh, good grief. What is happening down here? They're fighting the fires. Okay, excellent. Let's pop in a custodius that's going to give us a nice effect over the most possible, which is going to be in here somewhere. So I'm just wondering whether I could move all of those. There we go, and we just need some more tiles for that once they're done. And we needed some tiles for this over here, the Vigilus as well, didn't we? What do we need for that one? A little bit slow on the old tile production. Let's just check that out for a moment. Yeah, I'm just thinking momentarily that is something we're going to have to sort of double up on because we're using a lot of tiles. But at the moment, yeah, we'll just leave it as it is. Can we fix these up? Yeah, let's repair our houses that have had a little bit of problems with the fire. We're ready to build that. So let's do that. Excellent. New milestone. What is that going to be? Ah, okay. So we're getting a plus 30 bonus. We've been working our way up here. We've had residences. Was it this one here? Give extra population down there. We're nearly up to 800. Which if we look up here... Oh, city status increase. Yeah, not everybody's very happy, are they? We need to really try and work on that. Yeah, we passed the 800 population. Brilliant. Missing goods. I'm hoping our research is moving along. Yeah. So as soon as we've got that, we're going to upgrade our warehouses. Let's speed things along a little bit. Okay, so while we're waiting for the research, why don't we place our governor villa? So it's going to give us extra prestige. We're going to have 1 per island. Yes, there's some maintenance cost to it. It's going to cost us a bit as well, but I would love to pop it on this island up here, although it is right by the clay pit. So I don't know whether that actually makes any difference at all to my villa, whether I care or not. Why don't we see and we can find out. So if we continue these roads up here, I mean, that is an interesting bit of building. So why don't we go with that? Yeah, warehouse. Excellent. That's what we're waiting for. And can we slide that on there? Oh, we'll have to go back a couple. It will go there. There we go. So we can definitely do some decorating. Okay, shortage of Libertus workforce. Okay, that's fine. Well, we can...
Shortage of workforce in one of your cities.
And plebeian. Okay, so we need to do some building. Let's just slow things down a minute because there's so much all going on at once. And city-states increased major Imperium city. This, I feel like... Yeah, we need to sort that out at some point. But we've got all sorts of bonuses. We've got some specialists. We've got a garrison as well. Okay, let's add some more workforce in. Right, and now we can upgrade our warehouses. So if we just have a look in here, we have 2... available. Now we have 4 available, which is great. Is that actually costing us something? Let's just have a look in here for this one here. That's what we want to look at. So what does that actually say? Maintenance cost, yes. Workers cost, an extra 8 workers. Well, we have 82. And then it's going to cost us planks and tiles, which we don't have available. So maybe I was a bit hasty upgrading that one there. But as we go along, we'll upgrade these as best that we can. Oh, we haven't built the Vigilus down here, have we? What are we waiting for there? Tiles. Okay, well, we'll get to that.
20 crystals.
Oh, finally we can pick up this thing here, and that's 4 ruins.
That debris travelled a really long way.
Okay.
People
Excellent.
still occasionally find pieces of pumice from the eruption. Floating stones, Ere, if you can imagine.
Well, that's really worrying. Let's hope there's no volcanoes near where we are. Yeah. Well, one item we haven't placed yet in our city is the Medici, which is going to increase the health, and that's got a nice big area of effect. Overall, our city's health is minus, which is not very good. So I feel like I want to do a bit of manoeuvring around here. Oh, Market Force was discovered. Fantastic. Do I need to unlock that, or is that already working in my market? I think that's already working. Brilliant. So just feel like I want to do a bit of manoeuvring around here. So let's do that. There we go. So hopefully that's going to give us a bit of a health bonus. Now it's only minus 0.2. So, yeah, hooray. I was expecting more. Got to be honest. So next in our research, I think we're going to go for depots, because that's going to increase our maximum island storage, which we absolutely need. So let's go for that. We can store some more items, just doing a little bit of decorating around here, which I'm really enjoying. I mean, we've got a load of nice little plants and things here, so we don't have to destroy anything that we don't want to, but we can add like some bushes in there, which is quite nice. I think with these ones, it sort of fills the entire area, which is a shame. So maybe can we, yeah, let's just add a few little ornamental trees and keep the garden. Lovely, lovely. And here we are in our beautiful palace overlooking our burgeoning kingdom. And thanks again to Ubisoft for sponsoring this video. I've absolutely loved my time so far with Anno 117. Particularly all the new decorating options. I just want to spend a load of time decorating each little spot that we find with more trees or some plazas or statues and that sort of thing. But I'm looking forward to diving in a little bit more with all the different tech trees and all of that research that we've got to do. It's just blown my mind. I can't wait. And if you enjoyed this video, a like would be absolutely fantastic of you. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And again, check out the link below in the pinned comment in the description as well, so you can find out some more about Anno 117 Pax Romana. Thank you very much for watching. Have a fantastic day. Take care. Bye-bye.